We do have EMS responding. Stars has been dispatched as well to your area.
That morning when I went to work, I had no idea I was going to need stars that day.
Mission accepted and stand by for dispatch.
Star has accepted for weather. They have been dispatched.
The day of the accident, it was cool, fall setting in, and time is of the essence. There was a storm coming in, so you've got to push to get the job done.
We sort of just started the day like we normally do. Sean is gone. I've done some office work, go downstairs to do my workout, come upstairs, and then the phone started ringing.
The initial call was for a high mechanism. It was a loader versus a semi. We didn't really have a lot of information other than somebody was trapped.
I was pinned between the truck and the excavator. 18 tons of truck and 20 tons of excavator. I was broke within probably a millimetre of my life.
I was told that there's been an accident, and the ambulance is there, and they couldn't tell me what was going on, and I just remember saying, well, is Sean okay?
The day in question, it was just a little bit lower weather than we like to see. Nothing we wouldn't be able to fly in, but definitely a day that, fundamentally as pilots, we like to say you want to stay close to home if you can.
Flying a helicopter in enticing conditions is a very dangerous situation. We want to avoid that at all costs.
When the dispatch came in for the Grandview Hospital, that's a 156-mile trip, and that's a fair distance to have to cover in weather like that.
It wasn't just a straightforward fly to the patient and fly home. It was going to be tough both on the aviation side and the medical side.
So when we pulled into the hospital, we were driving past a lot of the workers that we know. Nobody would look. Nobody would make eye contact with me, and I think that's when I knew that this wasn't something minor.
They rushed me to Grandview. Thankfully, there were 3 doctors there that morning, and they were able to keep me alive till stars got there.
I remember the helicopter coming in, and I remember looking at it thinking, this is our answer. This is what's gonna hold our family together. If they can get him there, then I think we'll be okay.
When we got to Sean's bedside, his vital signs were critical. He had 2 collapsed lungs, and it was affecting his heart. I thought his chance of survival to Health Sciences Center was about 10%.
I honestly didn't think we were going to leave the room. I didn't think the patient would survive for us to even put him in the helicopter.
One of the waiting rooms in the hospital faces a field, and that's the field that we share with our K-12. And I could see our 2 boys playing basketball, and I just thought they have no idea. I couldn't process the fact that I'm watching my kids enjoy what could be the last moment of their childhood that they know. I remember that helicopter lifting off and thinking that is the most precious cargo that they will ever have.
So on the way back to Winnipeg, I believe he got a total of 6 units of blood.
My hands were constantly moving. We were constantly trying to manage both his blood pressure and his oxygen levels with our ventilator, along with blood and many other medications to help keep his blood pressure up. At the same time, trying to keep him comfortable.
At one point, Daryl chimed in the back and he said, we might have to land in Portage. We might not be able to get to Winnipeg and we'll have to arrange a ground ambulance. I just impolitely said that this patient would not survive if we had to stop in Portage. And then the weather cleared and we had the opportunity to get all the way to Winnipeg, which was amazing.
We fought to get to him. The bystanders fought to get him to the hospital, Grandview Hospital, and all their staff, fought to keep him alive. We fought to keep him alive all the way back to Health Sciences Center.
I had a lot to fight for, and I just think stars give me the opportunity to fight for it.
There's not really words in the English language that can portray how thankful and how appreciative, not only myself, but my children, our entire family, how vital their role was that day to just keeping our lives together. It had chance to explode our little bubble, everything we've ever known.
A mission like this is the reason why I joined STARS.
You only have to meet one family. You only have to see one patient on scene struggling for their lives to really realize just how important the work is that we do and how vital it is to everybody around us.
You never know what the day is going to bring or what might happen. You have no idea. So donating to STARS is essentially donating time. You are giving somebody time to get to the hospital. There's all sorts of things that money can buy, but money can't buy time.
You guys have, you give me my family back. You know, you don't realize how fragile life is until you have a scare like this. You take every day for granted that you get up, you put in a full day and do everything that you can, and that you'll be coming home. And I had no idea that day would change my life forever. And you guys have brought me back from
From missing everything.
From everything being gone, yeah.